of adjectives. So first we'll understand what adjectives are, and then we'll take a look at the different types of adjectives. So let's get started with what are adjectives. So adjectives are basically words that describe nouns or pronouns in a sentence. And the examples would be words like big tree, red shirt, sleepy child, brave soldier, 3 pens, etc. So in all these examples, you can see that the words that are highlighted in red are my adjectives because they are actually describing or giving more information about the nouns that are right next to them, right? So big tree, the word big is an adjective that is describing the noun tree. It is telling you what kind of tree it is. It is giving you more information. So basically, adjectives are such words that describe or give more information about nouns or pronouns in a sentence. So now we know what adjectives are. It's also important to know there are different kinds of adjectives. They can be classified into different types based on the function that they perform in a sentence. So the different types of adjectives would be proper adjectives, descriptive adjectives, quantitative adjectives, numeral adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, distributive adjectives, interrogative adjectives, and possessive adjectives. So in this session, we'll do a brief overview of each of these different types of adjectives. And to get started, let's start with the proper adjectives. Now, proper adjectives are adjectives that modify nouns or pronouns by taking the form of a proper noun. And because they take the form of a proper noun, they always begin with a capital letter because, as you know, we always capitalize proper nouns. So some examples of proper adjectives would be words like French, Italian, Turkish, Chinese, Spanish, Japanese, Indian, etc. So also let's take a look at some sentences here. Indian food is very spicy. So here, food is my noun. And Indian, which is coming before food, is actually a proper adjective, right? It is modifying this noun food. It is giving you more information about it. And as you can see, it has taken the form of a proper noun that is Indian, which means it is a proper adjective. Another example would be, the Canadian minister will arrive today. Now here, minister is my noun and Canadian is a proper adjective because it is giving me more information about the noun minister and hence it is modifying the noun minister. And if you note, the word Canadian is not appearing at the beginning of the sentence. However, I have still capitalized it because it is a proper adjective. It is taking the form of a proper noun and hence we always capitalize it. The next kind of adjective that we look at is the descriptive adjective. Now, descriptive adjectives show the quality or the state of something. So we have words like pretty, large, honest, spicy, old, young, hot, cold, etc. All of these words are descriptive adjectives because they describe the quality or state of something. Let's also take some examples here. That the cake was soft and delicious. So now here the words soft and delicious are descriptive adjectives because they are describing the quality of the cake. It is telling you more about how the cake was. Hence they are both descriptive adjectives. Another example would be, Sharon is an intelligent girl. Now here, girl is a noun and intelligent is my descriptive adjective because it is describing the noun. It is telling you what kind of girl Sharon is. She is intelligent. So this makes intelligent as well a descriptive adjective. Moving on to the next kind of adjective, it is the quantitative adjective. Now, quantitative adjectives show the quantity or the degree of something, and these adjectives answer the question, how much? Alright, so you have words like much, enough, little, whole, etc., which are all examples of quantitative adjectives. So remember, quantitative adjectives don't give you the exact number of something, but they give you an approximate quantity or the degree of something. So let's take some examples here. She spent the whole amount. So here amount is my noun and whole is a quantitative adjective because it is giving me more information about the amount that she spent. So if I ask the question, how much did she spend? You can give me the answer, she spent the whole amount. This is what makes it a quantitative adjective. Another example would be, there wasn't any rice in the house. So once again here, rice is a noun, any is my quantitative adjective because if I ask the question, how much rice was in the house, you can tell me there wasn't any rice in the house, right? So it's not telling you the exact quantity, but it is it's not telling you the exact number rather, but it is giving you a quantity, and hence such words are quantitative adjectives. Moving on to the next adjective type, which is related to the quantitative adjective, and this is the numeral adjective. Now, the numeral adjectives shows you the number or the position of something. And now, numeral adjectives consist of both ordinals and cardinals. So, cardinals are your numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And ordinals are your words like first, fifth, 10th, fourth, etc., which show you position. So both cardinals and ordinals come under the category of numeral adjectives. So let's take some examples here. The third car belongs to me. Now here, car is a noun and the word third is a numeral adjective because it is showing you the position, right? It is showing you exactly which car I am talking about. The third car belongs to me. And another example, Sana has two brothers. Now here it's very clear, brothers is the noun and two is my numeral adjectives because it is answering a question, how many brothers, right? So if I ask how many brothers does Sana have, I get the answer two brothers, and hence two becomes my numeral adjective. The next adjective type we'll take a look at is the demonstrative adjective. Now these adjectives indicate which noun specifically is being spoken about. So we have words like this, that, these, those. All of this are examples of demonstrative adjectives because they help to pinpoint the noun that we are talking about. So for example, if I say, these dogs can do many tricks. Now here, dogs is a noun and these, which is coming before the word dogs, is my demonstrative adjective because it is telling me exactly which noun I'm speaking about. Which dogs am I speaking about? I'm speaking about these dogs. Another example would be, I did not enjoy that movie. So once again here, movie is my noun and that here is my demonstrative adjective because it is helping me to pinpoint which movie I'm speaking about. I'm speaking about that movie. So this is how demonstrative adjectives help you to indicate which noun is being spoken about. Moving on to the next adjective type, which is the distributive adjective. Now these adjectives refer to nouns separately. So you have words like either, neither, each, every, both, etc., which are all examples of distributive adjectives. And let's take a look at some example sentences as well. Neither proposal has been approved. Now here, proposal is a noun. Neither is a distributive adjective because it is talking about two units, right? There were two proposals, neither has been accepted, and hence it is a distributive adjective. Another example would be, every student was working silently. Now again, your student is a noun and every is a distributive adjective because it is telling you, it is referring to each student separately. If I ask which students were working silently, you can tell every student. So you get a sense of everything being referred to as a single unit, and hence this is a distributive adjective. Now, last few adjective types to look at, we have the interrogative adjectives, which, as the name suggests, modify nouns by asking a question. So your words like whose, what, and which are examples of interrogative adjectives. Let's take some examples here. Which team won the match? Now here, team is a noun and which is an interrogative adjective in this context because it is asking a question and hence it is modifying or describing the noun team. Another example would be, what ingredients are in this dish? Now here, ingredients is my noun and what is an interrogative adjective that is modifying the noun ingredients by asking a question. And the final adjective type that we need to look at is the possessive adjective. Now, as the name suggests, possessive adjectives show possession. So we have words like my, your, his, her, their, our. So all of these are examples of possessive adjectives. Let's take some examples here. My car is very old. Here, car is the noun and my is a possessive adjective because it is showing you possession. And it is also at the same time giving you more information about the noun car. Which car am I speaking about specifically? I am speaking about my car. Hence, this is a possessive adjective. Another example is, he broke his arm last week. Again, arm is a noun and the word his is the possessive adjective which is giving you more information